another tailgate. I'm David Dom. You know, it's really important to find homes for all those products that you represent. You know, it's really important that you cause curiosity. You know, it's really good for you to provide recommendations that lead to your customer trusting you more. You know, now is the best time. Now is the best time to position. Now is the best time to sell. You're saying, well, David, I mean, we're in it's planning season. How can I be selling? Well, that's my point. You know, many times we don't think of ourselves as salespeople until we're in what we call those days of when we're writing orders. And what I would rather you begin to think of yourself as is someone that is really beginning to not write orders on a piece of paper, but you're really writing mental orders. Your customers are already thinking to themselves, you know, I've got to get a look at that product. You know, I really need to consider what they're recommending. In this program, I'm going to give you some ideas. I'm going to give you some words that can really begin to help you position your products in a way where you're finding homes for them and you're really beginning to write those mental orders. So grab your notebook, grab your pen or pencil, because you're going to want to write these down. You're going to want to maybe pause the program when you can. You're going to want to listen to this. You're going to want to practice it and make it your own words so that you're really ready to go. So you're really ready to go in terms of creating those mental orders. One of the best phrases that you can use is what I would call what coulds, the what coulds. And so if you would just write down on the top of your paper, my what could list, my what could list. You know, when you're out doing stand counts, when you're out scouting fields, when you're out visiting with your customers, think about the opportunity to think about how your products can prevent things for a farmer, what they can do to minimize for a farmer, what they can do to maximize for a farmer and their operation, and what they could do to take advantage of as in regards to you and what you can do. Those are our PMMTs, that acronym PMMT, prevent, minimize, maximize, and take advantage of. Let me give you some examples. If you've got a product that has tremendous early vigor, in tremendous stand establishment, you might suggest to the grower, you know, I'm just curious, Joe, what could 4% more plants be worth to you? I'm just curious, Frank, what could a hybrid do for you that had tremendous pH tolerance on this piece of ground over here? Mary, what could a more effective weed control program mean to you for your soybeans going into next year? See, if you'll think about your PMMTs, and then rather than just telling the farmer, you know, I've got this product can do this. Remember the slogan, never tell a farmer something that you could have. Yep. Ask them. Because if you tell them, they may doubt you. If they say it, it must be true. So your job is to be thinking about what would be your what could list. What could 4% more plants be worth to you? What could a more effective weed control program mean to you in your operation? What could someone that's delivering proactive service and recommendations mean to you for your farm? Your what could list is going to cause curiosity. It's going to cause that farmer to really begin to think about your recommendations, and they're already beginning to think about those products and what they may want to change or do differently going forward. You know, if there was a more effective way for you to solve whatever issue you're looking at in the field, would you want to know more about that, Mr. or Mrs. Farmer? If there was a more effective way for you to solve that pH issue that you're dealing with, Would you be curious to know what I might recommend? Hear the power of those two words, I recommend. If there was a more effective way for you to save your operation some time and labor, would you be curious to know what I've been thinking about? You see, you're really selling your prospect or your customer on the advantages of doing business with you. You're really beginning to sell or begin to write mental orders of the advantages of a product that they need to be looking at. Now is the time to get them curious about those products that are going to be launched next year. They're going to be launched in a bigger way. This coming spring, I'm going to be looking at, include your product right there. I'm going to be looking at a new product that we're really excited about. I'd like you to be thinking about the farms that have these issues. This product is going to have a real place for you and on your farm and in those situations. I'm going to be taking notes and observations of those products. Would it be okay for me to send that to you? What advantages would you see, Mr. or Mrs. Farmer, if I sent you my notes and observations of those products so that we're able to make really strong and powerful recommendations and placement recommendations for those products going into this upcoming fall? Notice the needs payoff question that I just asked. It's absolutely amazing what can happen when you begin to find homes for your products right now, when you begin to write mental orders in your growers' minds for your products right now, for in your customer's mind. When we try to sell, quote unquote, sell and position products this coming fall, well, when we wait to do that, we have less opportunity to really begin to cement how those products can help a grower. We're reducing the amount of time that our customers have to think about it, to begin to think about the issues that they have and how you can help them solve them. Would you like to know what we could place here next year for even better results? I'm just curious. Would you like to know what I've been seeing that we could place on your farm next year for even better results? Would you like to know what I'm seeing right now that would cause us to want to begin to think about using a fungicide and getting those fungicides scheduled for this coming July and August? See how what we did? We caused curiosity. That's what we do. That's what you need to do when you create your what could list. It's finding homes. It's creating curiosity. It's creating interest in your products and your service and recommendations right now. It's a movie trailer. It's getting you curious and interested in watching that next TV show or going to that movie. You're causing curiosity in your products and recommendations. Oh, I hope this was helpful. I hope that you learned some things that can really begin to help you create interest, creating demand, and finding homes for your products. I'm David Dunn.